How to troubleshoot the Turbochef Sota ovens, also known as the NGO. Let's do it. I've already opened it up. Step one, open it up. 2 side panels and a top panel. Take them off. Start with a visual inspection. Are the coils on your transformer burnt? Any burn marks on this transformer? Other side. Any burn marks on that one? Get in there with a flashlight. Check them. See if you see any burn marks or smell any burning plastic smell. Always remove the rack and run a magnet through there and look for metal fragments or screws that may have fallen out. Mainly steel wool fragments. That will cause microwave issues. Check for metal in there. Look at these relays and look for burn marks on the relays where they've been overheating. That'll cause fuses to blow and you'll get F3 fault. Check your fan blades, make sure they're not seized. There's one more down the bottom there. It's unplugged right now. Feel the propeller for your blowers, make sure they're not seized. That's it for the visual inspection. Now you can turn the power on. Information button, down arrow, test mode. Password is what? WHAT. Enter. This is where you can test everything. Open the door, check your blower, top blower. Bottom blower. Door switches. PSM. It should open and close in order. Open the door slowly. PSM. And then close the door slowly. Same thing in reverse. If you need to adjust your door switches, they're here. On this side, one there, and there. Test your heaters. Set your meter to amperage. These wires here, there's 2 heating elements. 1, 2, 3, 4 wires here connected to these 4 screws. Clamp around one of them. Press and hold your heater button and see what you get. 16 amps, that's good. Make sure it goes out. It's important to make sure it goes out too, because sometimes they'll get stuck and just keep running and overheat. Try one of the other ones. That's good. One more. There's 4 total. Alright, so the heaters are good. Make sure it goes out when you let go. If that wasn't working, you can check your high limit thermostat here. There's a reset button here on the back. Temperature probe comes off of your high limit and goes inside here against the cavity. If that overheats, the high limit will pop and then to be reset. Or the high limit might be bad and that might just have to be replaced. So that leaves the magnetrons, which is the most common thing to go bad on these. So the way we check that is we clamp around this brown wire here that goes through that ring on the board. Set to amps on the meter. Press and hold the mag button. That's a good reading. Don't run it for more than a few seconds if you don't have any food in there. If you need to run it for more than that to test, you can take a wet rag and put that in there. It's not good to run it without a load for more than a few seconds. And open the door between tests. Run it a couple times. That's good. So this is what I would call a recommissioning test. You do this when you get here, when you get to a job, to figure out what the problem is, what is and what isn't working before you give the client a estimate. And then after you make the repair, you do all these tests again to make sure everything's working before you close the oven up and leave. What's left? What haven't we done? So we did the mag, top blower, bottom blower, heaters, door switches, voltage. So this says 208. It has a voltage sensing module, which is here, that is supposed to detect what the voltage is when you plug it in. So test your voltage. Easiest place for me, I think, the test would be between these two leads right here on the power supply, line and neutral. You should have close to 208 here if the voltage module was reading 208. If you're closer to 240, something's wrong. The voltage module is bad. It's either 208 or 240. And the mag fans should be running because we just ran the mags. There's a mag fan running. There's a mag fan running. So we checked for metal in the cook cavity. The only other thing is the cooling fans. Remember, there's 3 here. One in the back, one on the bottom. The way you check those, once the oven warms up, this little thermostat right here will get hot and it'll close these 2 wires and turn those fans on. Just for testing purposes, you could take a jumper wire and jump between there so you can test the fans before you give the client an estimate, not have to warm the oven all the way up. And that's it. That's everything.